What is going on? Salute to the tribe. What's up? What's happening? Look, y'all, I'm going to get right into this. I'm not going to BS you. Um, this is a disclaimer for anyone that's already overseas, passport bro, expat, digital nomad, whatever, right? Um, More specifically, those in like Thailand or the Philippines, more specifically, even more specifically, Thailand. Listen, doesn't really matter what any of y'all think. Make sure that my mic is. Hang on. There we go. It doesn't really matter what any of y'all think, wish, or have going on. I'm doing this as neutrally as I possibly can. I am trained by the U.S. government. You don't have to like it. You don't have to. I used to work at the White House as an engineer. You don't have to like that. I get it. I get it. You don't have to believe it, right? It might make it, you know what I'm saying, might make you feel better, right? For you to feel like, hey, this guy is just some guy that's coming across some money. He's a pookie. He's probably a drug dealer, and he thinks he's going to go over here and do that kind of stuff. Look, he wears shades. Dude, I wear shades because of serving my country due to the damage to my eyes from serving my country in the military. Okay? Like, I get a little bit, not much, you know what I'm saying? Nothing over like $100, but I get a little bit of disability for it, as a matter of fact. I mean, it's verified, right? I'm just gonna get on here and talk about that all the time, whatever. I'm just gonna handle my business. My light sensitivity has nothing to do with anything else. You can believe whatever you want to believe. It's making you feel better. But I am not a pookie. I'm not a Ray Ray. I'm not any term you come up with to help you sleep at night or make you feel like I won't take your girlfriend. Or whatever you're telling the women over there that you know that are Thai women to try to warn them before I get there. It really won't matter. If you were a lame in the States, you're going to be a lame over there. And women can sniff out lames and women can sniff out leaders. So this is just a warning because I want you to understand, I used to work for the White House, so I'm very good at picking up on stuff. And I just be watching stuff for entertainment purposes. But again, I just, if any, I'm not catching any strays this year. I told you that. No strays, no direct shots. You're not going to say my name, right? Even if you were to say, don't be a wolf over here, if you don't say King David the wolf or lone wolf, I don't care. But what I am going to tell you is I worked really hard to be able to make money to travel with me while you were figuring out what YouTube was or whatever you're doing in your life. I was serving my country. I was building my skill sets. My charm and my charisma is not some happenstance or coincidence. Work at the highest levels, White House, running a president, senior staff, having to speak. Listen, what I'm trying to say is this. Sheep like to click up, gossip, you know what I'm saying? And they get rattled when they see a wolf. And you can come up with whatever you need to make yourselves feel better. But when I get over there, like I said, I'm a loner. Just stay out of my way. You don't have to like me. You ain't gotta stay out of my way. I'm not catching any strays. If you think I'm going to another country to be some type of thug, then you're just an idiot that projects. You're a loser. I have never been arrested. I would have never gotten custody of my son had that been the case. Okay? You're just projecting nonsense because you see a whole wolf, a real one, not some, and I'm not trying to be, oh no, nothing. You know I'm not some revenge of the nerd that is escaping the plan. No, you see I'm a real one that get women and I'm just deciding to move overseas. If that rattles you, it rattles you. It is what it is. You can't do nothing about it, lame. I'm not going overseas. You think that you have more diplomacy With most of you people sound like you can barely, I'm not saying that you can't read, it's just you can't speak well. So you think that you have better diplomacy than me, and you don't even speak right. Your social skills are off. Socially awkward as hell. Salute, cuz, salute. I used to work for the White House, man. I am a whole combat veteran. Y'all see a real one, and you might want to take shots like pop, 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 pop. I ain't catching no strays. Let me tell you something. Women love men with beards. I was just watching a podcast or a live stream with BMT or whatever, and I don't know who they be talking about or whatever. But again, and he don't have no control of his guests. But I'm not catching no strays. If you can't grow a beard, you can't grow a beard. I'll show you the video that I'm referencing where the Spanish lady said that she loves a man with a beard. Right? All this nonsense and trying to hide behind alpha and beta talk. Nah, you just listen. See right through that junk, man. That's that beta moving. That's that getting nervous and getting worried. Just sit down, calm down, relax. This is going to happen no matter what. Okay? Relax. If you don't like me or you assume I'm see what happens is when you look at me and you have a problem with me and you see me coming to that country and you're already trying to, click up and, take little shots or whatever. It's because when you see me, I must remind you of somebody from your past and your nerdy childhood that made you feel like you needed to run away from the States. And I'm not even that dude. I'm an IT guy. If anything, I'd have been like one of y'all. I just actually, grew up, became a man, not socially awkward. I know how to speak to people. I have a lot of charisma. I just like being alone, right? I can charm and talk to him. I just like to be alone. What I'm saying is this. If you don't like what you see and something about me it bothers you and you don't even know me, and this is based off of what you see online, you know what I mean? You're already ignorant. You needed to stay out of my way. And that's very simple to do. I'm not going to go to Thailand and be a person that's in every area of it at all times. I'm going to be in a certain area. I'll let it be known where I'm at to a certain degree or whatever. You just got to avoid it. If you don't want to run into me or you don't want to deal with me, just avoid me. I don't go to countries and start. How you see my face? I don't have scars on me. I don't get in fights like that. Why would you even try to assume that I would go overseas and start something? Why would you assume that? Why would you be assuming that just because I have charisma and I also speak with a certain level of authority and I don't take no junk? See, that's just the bitch in you coming out. That's all that is. That's just the bitch in you coming out. And it ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to cower like that. You're supposed to get scared. You're supposed to click up. Ain't nothing to do with me, man. I'm just being who I am. All right. So what I'm saying is this. You guys, if you don't like the person that I present online and you believe that to be the full dynamic of the person I am in real life, then just stay out of my way when I get overseas. That's all you got to do. I'm not going to go over there and ask anybody to be on their podcast, their panel. Who have I done that with here? Why in the hell would I do it over there? I'm figuring this thing out, how to get over there by myself and doing the things that my cousin, who is a good person, I know his heart's in the right place, is telling me how to get over there. Hey, go do this, speak to this person. You know what I'm saying? Join these groups on Facebook. Good-hearted person. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just not reaching out to strangers I don't know to ask them how to move around when I'm not sure when y'all are speaking and saying certain things online, who you're really referencing and who you're really talking to. Right? I like people to speak direct. I like knowing exactly who you're talking about. I can't be watching panels where dudes are just taking shots at guys with beards, and that's weird. That's weird. Somebody triggered the hell out of you, bro. And you're taking shots at guys with beards, or, talking about a beard ain't a sign of masculinity. It's definitely a sign of testosterone. Is that what's bothering you? Because you can't grow one and you know that women recognize it as a sign of testosterone in a healthy man. You're acting like bitches. Was you raised by a single mother? You didn't get the women in the States because you can't grow a beard. You didn't get the women in the States because You're nerdy. You're a lame. You're a lame. You know you are. It ain't, listen, I sound articulate and somewhat sophisticated, but women don't look at me like some, y'all be like, oh, it's cause of the way we talk. Nah, I talk somewhat similar. It's just the energy you represent. That's what be throwing women off and be making them feel some type of way. Now, listen, I'm not taking no shots at anybody directly, right? I'm just telling you that, y'all got to straighten up. I'm not a wolf over there trying to take anything from you. I'm not moving in that kind of way. I'm not, I should be better with this, but I have always had this problem with everywhere I go. And when I notice people are moving weird, and I don't like the energy of the group of the niche I'm in, I just kind of like stick to myself or whatever. Now, if you guys don't want people using that term passport, bro, that's fine. I can find anything. You know what I'm saying? We can find other terms to use. Veterans and, you know what I'm saying, men have been going overseas for decades, man. You know what I mean? Y'all, you have to be very careful, you know what I'm saying, about if you're trying to make sure that you're policing things and making sure that people don't think things are a movement and that they're an ideology. Well, you got to also be more mindful of what you're talking about whenever you're speaking of, beard stuff. And okay, well, are we being serious here, or are we just all having a vent session? I want to take you serious on what you're saying about, making sure that you keep things as an ideology and not make things reference as a movement, because it makes sense. It's like, okay, well, because certain heterosexual men, if they started, I got you. But in the same, panel, if a dude's talking about a beard don't make you an alpha, what's wrong with this dude? Is he on the spectrum or something? Where'd that come from? Where did that come from? It'd be weird. So what I'm saying is this, man, look, the same way you feel triggered by me, I feel triggered by you. I get like secondhand embarrassment from some of the stuff that you be doing. Y'all be saying and stuff. You know what I mean? So don't think that you're, on this pedestal and y'all be doing some weirdo stuff over there too. That be sounding kind of funny, but we be letting it go. You know what I mean? So what you need to do, instead of looking at me like a problem coming your way and you got to prepare yourselves, I'm a one-man army. I'm an actual veteran that's been to war. Why would you do that? I'm a tech guy like y'all are, but I've been doing this since like a long time ago. You know what I mean? I'm 40 years old. I was making over 100,000 at 26, working for the government. I've been an engineer. I ain't even that no more. I done moved on. Y'all. I'm not going at nobody. I'm just saying it is best to get in tech, but I'm past that. Like, my money comes in different ways. It's all passive. That's my whole goal. Passive. Why you think I look like I do? I don't stress nothing. No job, no nothing, man. I did what I needed to do, made my investments, moved in silence. Don't tell nobody how I move, so nobody can be in here trying to send energy my way, or just talk junk. You don't even know how I make my money. You know what I'm saying? So again, when I get over there, I'm there to retire, Negroes. I'm there to retire. The YouTube thing, I do it for fun. I'm just now trying to get it together to where I'm like making money on it. I've been doing this for fun because I like to keep myself busy. My money is not made through social media. I don't even have, I make money on it. It's bonus, extra money. But I'm saying, like, I work on making money other ways, man. You invest and you find ways to make your investments, give you dividends monthly. So I just, y'all don't think like I do. You'll never know the way I make money. And you can look on my channels or my social media presence and think, oh, well, he ain't growing like this. Because I'm not, necessarily kissing butt, not cussing. I'm straightening up or whatever. But, I'm not living off social media, to pay my rent. So I can move a little bit differently. I can speak a little bit more freely. But I'm getting it together. I'm putting that on Patreon or whatever, behind a paywall or whatever. And, getting on here and keeping it kind of more bland or whatever. But you got to understand something. I'm not going over there to get in anybody's way.